guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot sec. I say that all the time because it really is a hot sec every time I make a video. Just to update you, last time I made a video, I was talking about how I graduated from my master's and I was looking for a job. And right now you're looking at a whole ass employed person. So yeah, that is a DT, that is the update, and it's been great so far. I'm really happy and excited. But that also means that I will have less time to create content, but I will try my best because I do enjoy making content for you guys. And this video has been highly requested, and it is about my experience with birth control implant. And I feel like ever since I opened up about it a few years back, people have been constantly DMing me about like what the experience is like, how much it is, like just overall questions about it. And even though I made a blog post, a quite detailed blog post about it, I feel like no one actually really bothers reading. So I thought, let's make it a multimedia informational content, so you can either choose to read it on my blog or you can watch this video where I will talk about the experience, and also I have an exclusive footage. Well, it's not that exclusive, but I don't think you can actually film it all the time. So I recently had to renew my birth control implant, so I got permission from the nurse to actually film the procedure. And yeah, trigger warning, blood and injury. But if you have been considering getting the birth control implant but you are still not quite sure because you can't imagine the procedure no matter how many times you've read the description, then this video is for you. And I hope that after you watch this video, you'll find the information you're lacking and you can properly contemplate if the birth control implant is for you. So let's get started! Right, just to give you guys a lowdown, I actually have some notes on my phone about what the birth control implant is and how it works. I can't memorize this, so bear with me. Okay, so the birth control implant is a contraceptive for women. It is the size of a matchstick, and it's inserted in your arm. So it's kind of like a bendy material. It looks and feels like a bendy piece of plastic, like, you know, plastic toothpicks. That's what I would kind of relate it to, but I don't actually know if the material is plastic. But basically it is bendy, so you can't really feel it in your arm after it's been inserted unless you really like put pressure in your arm to kind of find it. Then you'll probably find it. So it is more than 99% effective. And once the implant is in place, you don't have to think about it for 3 years, so that's pretty convenient. And I just want to let you guys know that some people have been concerned, like, oh my god, it's only 99% effective. What does that mean? You know, what does that 1% mean? FYI, all birth controls are only 99% effective because there is that 1% chance, you know, that like things happen, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work and you fall pregnant, and most big pharma companies don't want to be responsible for that 1% because you can sue pretty damn hard if you get pregnant on birth control. So yeah, that 99% is basically just a way for them to ensure that they've warned you it's not 100%, so you can't sue, if you get what I mean. So the implant, how it works is basically it steadily releases the hormone progesterone into your bloodstream. And this prevents the release of an egg each month, aka ovulation. And it can be really useful for women who can't use contraception that contains estrogen, like people who have a history of smoking and they're above 35, or people who have a history of breast cancer, high blood pressure, etc. So definitely please do your research and consult a doctor before deciding on which option suits you, but this is just the one I've always used. I'm not a medical professional, this is just my experience and advice, so I hope you take it with a pinch of salt. You know, add me to your list of research, but still go to a professional, a medical professional before deciding. It works by thickening the cervical mucus, which makes it more difficult for sperm to move through the cervix, and it thins the lining of the womb, so a fertilized egg is less likely to implant itself. You can have the implant in at any time during your menstrual cycle as long as you're not pregnant. And if the implant is fitted during the first 5 days of your menstrual cycle, you'll be immediately protected against becoming pregnant. But if it is fitted on any other day of your menstrual cycle, then you'll need to use additional protection like condoms for the next 7 days. So I'm pretty sure your nurse or doctor will tell you when they insert it for you, because they will have to ask you these questions. So just be mindful, be safe. And FYI, if you've just had a miscarriage, abortion, or just gave birth, there's definitely something in there that you need to consult your doctor before getting on the birth control implant. So again, seek medical professional help, because I am none of that. So let's get to the juicy bit, which is my experience. So I first had the birth control implant when I was, I think, 19. I did it in Malaysia, and in Malaysia, birth control is not healthcare, unlike the UK. So I had to pay, because my ex-boyfriend then didn't contribute. But yeah, I had to pay. But I found a trick to make it cheaper. So I found a clinic in Klang, Malaysia, that it was a women's clinic, and they, I think, did the procedure plus, because you have to pay for the cost of the birth control implant as well. So the cost of the birth control implant plus the procedure to put it in was like around 1,500 to 7,000, if I'm not mistaken. Then obviously at that point I was 19, that was a lot of money, and I wasn't gonna ask my parents because we didn't really talk about sex back then, so that was a bit awkward. So I found a cheaper option. I went to Caring Pharmacy and I asked the pharmacist if they sold the birth control implant on the side. And they did, so I had to pre-order it for 2 weeks, and it was only like 400 ringgit. And then when I brought the birth control implant to the doctors, the clinic in Klang, and I asked them how much would it be to just have the procedure, and it was like way less than 1,000. So my total cost came up to be around 1,000 or 1,200, or even less, I think. Like, I really can't remember, but it was way less than if I went to the clinic and had them offer me the implant plus the procedure. So that was a hack I had, but I don't know if you can do it now, and I don't really know how I got away with it as well back then. Yeah, definitely ask your pharmacist and ask your doctor how it would work. And yeah, because I had to renew it every 3 years, after the first 3 years I was already in the UK. So in the UK, thankfully, it was free. I absolutely love when countries put women's health in the forefront. I mean, like sexual health, birth control, all that jazz, healthcare. And healthcare should be free, just FYI. So yeah, in the UK it was free, so I love that. Absolutely amazing. I had to just book with the NHS to get the appointment, and then got in, they asked me some questions, took out the birth control implant, and then put in a new one. And that is when I filmed the video with the nurse's permission. So let me show you what exactly goes down during this procedure.
Whoa.
Right, now you can get it out really easily next time. The right end, really easily.
You can take it out at home.
You probably could, this one.
That's what I was saying.
Okay, I hope you found that video insightful, and I hope you weren't too squeamish. But yeah, so that was that is the procedure, and a little bit about how I felt afterwards. So the first time I had the birth control implant, I gained quite a lot of weight. And birth control, because it is a hormonal, you have hormonal birth controls and you have non-hormonal birth controls such as condoms or the coil, but most birth controls are hormonal, and that will definitely fuck you up a little bit. It's unfortunate, but it is the way it works, until one day men can have their own birth control, then maybe we'll be on equal playing grounds, but not yet, not yet. But anyway, the first time I had my birth control implant fitted, I gained quite a bit of weight, to the point where I was a bit uncomfortable with myself, and that was when I got on like a pretty strict like workout and dieting program to kind of maintain, and yeah, it was a rough period, because it was so difficult. Like obviously I wanted to be sexually liberated, but at the same time, like I just couldn't manage my weight and health. So yeah, I definitely had to get a really strict program to help me, and it worked out well. I wouldn't say I was happy eating most of the shit I ate, but it is what it is. And I didn't really see anything different in terms of my mental health. Maybe it deteriorated a little bit because of my weight gain, but not too bad. But the second time I inserted the implant, I definitely saw a deterioration in my mental health. Like I would just get upset at almost everything that my partner did. It was crazy. We fought so much, but then like all of a sudden it just calmed down. Like all of a sudden it just calmed down and I was alright again, like after a month. So I don't know if it just took time to adjust with my hormones. So that was a whirlwind. And I didn't really gain much weight the second time I had the birth control implant, so I was alright actually. For both times that I had the birth control implant, I stopped having my period. That is one of the side effects. Hormonal birth controls can either stop you from having a period or not stop it at all, and like it would just continuously make you bleed and spot. But for me, it worked out I guess like pretty well for me. I don't exactly enjoy having periods. I don't think most women enjoy having periods. So yeah, I stopped having my period, which was great, but at the same time, a lot of women are concerned because like when they have their period, that's the indication that they're not pregnant. Yeah, so when they don't have their periods, they feel so scared like every time that whether like they're confused, and they're also like anxious if their birth control works. But I can assure you that it will definitely work. And if you're worried, you can always double protect, wear a condom, and have birth control. Like I have people, like friends, who do that as well. So you know, to each their own. But personally, I trust in my birth control implant, and yeah, that is what I do. And not having your period for around 6 years has been kind of good. I don't know, for me, I don't exactly like it. So yeah, but if you have concerns about that, definitely speak to your medical professional, your doctor, your nurse, because I can't really offer professional advice on that subject matter, but that is just my experience. So all in all, I would say that my experience with the birth control implant has been turbulent. Definitely don't appreciate the weight gain, especially when I didn't do much to change my diet. But you know, it has pushed me to work out more because I have to maintain, or like I want to maintain my weight and health. Like I would recommend it 8 out of 10 if anyone is asking or like bothered for me to rate it. But obviously, like I said, birth control works differently for everyone. I'm not you, you are not me. So definitely speak to a birth control specialist. No, speak to your doctor before you confirm which kind of birth control you want. I mean, there's the pill, there's the coil, there's the rings, there's literally so many different kinds of birth control that you can opt for. So speak to your health professional, and I hope this video has helped you, giving you a little bit more insight to your research, and that you will be able to find the birth control of your dreams soon. Thank you. Alright, we've come to the end of this video, and I hope that it has helped you, and you have learned a little bit more about birth control. And if you like this video, do that thing, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. That would be great because, you know, it gives me a little satisfaction that I'm doing something worth doing. But yes, I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!